all eyes on me as soon as I come through the door. Niggas throwing money in the floor like they ain't seen pressure before. Next topic of discussion is children having guns. Um, this is a very, very touchy subject for a lot of people, and the reason why I know, because I personally have children, and I want to say fortunate for me, but if unfortunate some other people say, but fortunate for me, I can speak firsthand about this topic. So the topic is children having guns. Does it matter about race and age? So with that being said, a lot of people will say, "Oh well, I'm gonna give you an example because y'all know I'm bad at explaining stuff anyway." So, boom, my son was turning 10, and I said, "Hey, I think it'll be the best birthday gift to send him to the shooting range, actual gun range." Um, a lot of people was like, "No, why would you do that? That's what's wrong now. All these little niggas got guns, again." And my opinion on that is, I think we could do better at giving children as a whole guns when they're younger to understand one, responsibility, two, protection. However, as African American children per se, I am more for it because one, responsibility, like I said, when you have that responsibility. Oh, for an example, if you're driving, a lot of younger children don't understand the responsibility of being in the car, because what I was taught long time ago, when you're driving, you're in a big piece of metal. That big piece of metal crashing into a house, crashing into a person, crashing into another car can be deadly. Now, with that being said, it's like they know that they have a gun. If they have the rights to have this gun, or if they've been given permission to get this gun, that's a great deal of responsibility at a young age. It causes them to have more confidence. Um, in my opinion, a lot of children be like, "Oh, my parents don't believe in me, or my parents hate me, or my parents." If you give their baby like, "Hey, look, I trust you enough to do this, and you just go do the responsible thing." Not to say you give it to them, just let them run off with it, but I'm saying you giving it to them to teach them the right thing to do with it. Now, with that being said, that goes into my next part of this. So once give their child that responsibility, like, "Hey, you're old enough, you're responsible enough now to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So hey, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach you the right way to use it." How many people? Wait, pause. How many, I guess, mistaken deaths do you think would happen if more black children had actual practice with guns? Like, because I mean, I hate to say it, because you're out here in the world where children killing children every day. On top of children killing children, like even the adults are killing children now. And I only can speak from the black community because that's the only thing I know. And no, I'm not talking about the suburbs because I'm not from the suburbs. I'm specifically talking about the hood and whatever. So with that being said, a lot of times people are just doing all this, and I mean, I feel like if that, first of all, a lot of these situations wouldn't happen if that foundation was laid to the point where, that's another topic, but y'all get where I'm going with that. But either way, if that person had the experience for target practice, or the knowledge of actually shooting their target, maybe you wouldn't have children getting hit. You wouldn't have, granted, you do have a situation where a bullet might go through a building, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm grateful to say that has happened to me and nobody got hurt. But it went through my children's room all the way to my living room. I was so still, I'm a peaceful person. You let things go, because I already say something, but no, I don't want to be that way. But however, when something happens, we address it right then and there. That's it. That's all to it. That's my motto. Anyway, back to the point. Um, you will have less situations where the wrong person will be, injured, or let alone dead behind a situation that they don't have anything to deal with. However, you do have those situations where bullets travel. Unless, as the saying goes, when I was younger, bullets don't have no name. And what they mean by bullets don't have no name is when you shoot, that bullet gonna go. If you say to hit Charlie, that bitch gonna go through Charlie, hit Tommy, hit Angie, and go through Charlene too. So with that being said, I don't know. Y'all know that was just an example, but I hate to laugh about it. But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. That was sounded wow. That sounded outlandish. I like that word. But anywho's, yeah, but y'all get the point. Like, I am pro letting these babies get, guns and teaching them early on, hey, this is how you do this and this is what you do with that. There are a lot of situations where I want to say if they were more knowledgeable of having protection, maybe when they do turn 18, they can take the proper steps to go and get protection and protecting themselves accordingly versus going out here when somebody beefing with them, they ban something off the street that's already got bodies on it or whatever, whatever y'all might call it, something, whatever terminology I use for something that's not theirs. So with that being said, that's taking the wrong route. And most of the time that's because they'd already got caught with something that wasn't theirs and got in a situation. So with that being said, I think that going the route of teaching them young is a big step. It's the first step to, doing things the right way. Like, I mean, why not? Why not? Now, a lot of people that I talked to when I brought it up, like I was saying before, because I, got to talk about the pros and the cons of everything. Like, granted, I stand on one side of this situation where I think it's, I'm all for it. They should have them. To have the knowledge is powerful for them in so many ways. However, one person specifically, shout out to you, big dog. You always talk. My kids always talk about you. Asking them for a piece of sandwich too. FYI, I'm just saying. It's funny, but children don't forget anything. With that being said, the younger you start, the better it is. But either way, that was a good point that I made, and that won't even on purpose. But someone this piece of sandwich guy, we can call him piece of sandwich. Piece of sandwich was like if you put a gun in their hand that young, that's what's gonna start. I guess that demon in them to want to go out and shoot people. Now, granted, you can do the best you can by a child, the best you can, and they still gonna do whatever they want to do because they're human. That's what we do. We're human beings. We do what we want to do. We grow to be who we want to be. So, with that being said, I'm looking at my daughter on this camera. She's showing off. But with that being said, we can do the best that we can do to bring them up to do the right thing. However, that's not up to us how they, how everything plan out. However, like I said, I do definitely believe in doing the best we can to create that foundation so when it does come to that, they are able to act accordingly. And act accordingly means if you're frustrated, you know the responsibility that comes with this pistol. When you go out and you do whatever you feel like you want to do because it's in your feelings at that moment. Then two, knowing that you can protect yourself. However, when you do go to protect yourself, you know how to do it the right way so nobody else get hurt. And so yourself is for most of all, is safe. You are safe as, yourself. But with that being said, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even give no arguments on points of why not to give it to them because I think they should have it. Now, when it comes to race, I think that is so stereotypical and it's annoying because a lot of black children don't have it and a lot of black parents are not knowledgeable of guns. And like I said, we done came a long way and we got plenty long of a way to go because ain't nothing right nowadays still, in my opinion. But either way, with that being said, there are a lot of white children that go out and go hunting and stuff. Then yeah, you got your black country folks or whatever like that. But my perception and where I've came from and what my upbringing looked like, white kids go hunting, and I hate to say it, but yeah, I feel like the percentage of people that go hunting are not my color, especially not from my area. Like we just don't know. So I will do some research. Like I said, I always like to bring the resources and the factuals within these podcasts. However, with that being said, like I said, I'm going to do some research and reviews and see how many children are, or what's the, I guess, the typical, or what's the average of a white child that knows how to handle a gun versus the average of a black child holding a gun, or the average number of white children that go to the gun range versus the average of black children going to the gun range. And I know everything is not black and white, but that's the dominance here, the black and the white. However, which is not all the way true, because you do have Hispanic people, and America's just one big whole mesh pile or whatever. So as I said I would, I googled race of children shooter statistics. So I wasn't sure how to ask Google, so you got a suggestion, please let me know. But here it says something on the Tigia website. White children, God damn. Yo, it said white children 73, black 22, Latino 11, Asians 8, other 5, Native Americans 3, unknown, unclear 15. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but we always gotta cross reference and everything to make sure we got the right information here. This is not what I need. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, so with that being said, like I said, I do agree that they should have them. But why I'm looking for this, what do you think the age is? I think the age of 10 is pretty good. Like 10 is the youngest. Just FYI, if nobody knows, 10 is the youngest age that you can take a child into a shooting range to get a gun. They were trying to take like gun rights and everything away. 18 is the youngest you can be to own a rifle, shotgun type of pistol. I can't even say pistol. It's not a pistol. It's a whole different ballgame. X that out. I'm wrong. So 18 is the youngest you can be to own a rifle. 10 is the youngest you can be to go in the actual shooting range to practice and get your targeting on or whatever. I think 21 is the age where you can get anything. With that being said, I will put the actual, maybe some factual statistics down at the bottom of this description here. So another thing I came up with, it says 16 facts about. This is just a scam post or whatever. That don't even look good. Something else popped up. We don't want that. Here we go. Something federal. Let's go by this one. Federal Bureau of Investigating School Shooter. So what I'm picking up now is a lot of school shooters. And that's the thing. I think that's people's fear. When you put a gun in a child's hand too young, they feel like that child is going to turn into one of these mass shooters. No, bullying is what turns these people into mass shooters. Bad parenting is what turns these people into mass shooters. In my opinion, that's another topic for another day. Foundation and what causes a mass shooter. We're going to make that the topic. Stay tuned. But with that being said, I am pro giving these children guns, especially in the black community. Why not? If you disagree, make your video. Post your shit. Tag my shit. Talk your shit. And let me know. But with that being said, this is Alicia Say My Name Bitch podcast. But what we say ain't for play. And no matter your position in life, baby, we all elevate. Ashe.